Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? I think I'm okay. I think it's been a long weekend. Hi, Danny boy. How you doing? Welcome in, guys. Brian, Paul, Janmania. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. As always, some music. I'm so tired, but for a good reason. I just got back from Vegas. Good stuff. Zayd Wolf, New Blood. So, filter in everybody. Wave, say hi. Someone wanted to know if I could turn this horizontal or a landscape portrait view. Yeah, Vegas was super fun. I'm going to tilt the camera. You guys tell me if I look weird. All right. Does that work? How's that looking? See, like now when I looked at the cameras, I'm looking off out here. So you guys let me know if this looks okay and if it looks all funky or something. Like if I'm weird. My head's kind of cut off though. Try this way. Okay, a little better. I'm not sure. Team boy, hi again. How you doing? Everybody, come say hi. I'm pulling up Sleeper app right now. Okay. I'll just go to a new tab. Yeah, Sleeper is great, although my computer's being stupid. How does this look to you guys? Is this way better? Drafting this weekend. Here we go. Here's some questions. Drafting this weekend, where do you take Darwin? Damian Williams is your keeper. Assuming you mean Darwin Thompson. Late. It depends on your league. Okay, looks good. Thanks, guys. It's gonna depend on your league, really, because I don't know, who is aware of Darwin Thompson in your league, who is not aware of him. Let me look up his ADP for you. Let's take a look. So I'm going to go to Fantasy Football Calculator. And wow, I'm like, seriously guys, my brain is still trying to recover from Vegas. Oh, Chewbacca 21, what a cool name. Yeah, so I went to Las Vegas last weekend with the Rank and File League. That is my league I'm in with Adam Rank from the NFL Network. I think I had a good time. I was hammered, like absolutely hammered. Although we did get a lot of really good photos and we got some really fun videos. Nothing like, bad, but we were all singing and dancing. I have no idea how we didn't get security called on us. It was really bad, but it was a ton of fun. So let me take a look here. Why are you doing this? I'm going to go half PPR for you, and we're going to look at Darwin Thompson. Anyone have luck issues? Yeah, it's going to be late, around the 11th or 12th, Jane Mania. I would agree with that one too. Let's just go ahead and take a look at it though, just to be sure. Darwin Thompson. Wow. Okay, that's changed. So according to Fantasy Football Calculator at half PPR, he's actually going middle of the 7th round. So if you really, really want him, you're going to reach for him at the 7th. So there you go. All right. Am I missing something on Darwin Thompson? Guys, seriously, my brain is still like full of mush. Like full of mush. So you guys fill me in. How soon do you draft Tony Pollard? That's a good question too. I like him as a super sneaky guy as long as no information comes out on Zeke saying that he's going to sign, because we all know how much Jerry Jones likes him. So Tony Pollard's going around the beginning of the 9th and half PPR, just so you guys know. If that's somebody that you feel pretty strongly wanting to go for, then go for it. I'm going to try this way. Okay. How's that look? See, I'm still like looking off in like the weird distance. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I know technical difficulties. Actually, just human error. That's what that is, human error. So, yeah, we just did a 360, so 180. So if that looks really weird, let me know. Tell me I'm crazy. I'll turn it back. My bad. Oh, first time on Periscope. Welcome in. I'm glad you were able to join my thingy here. Again, it just seems like I'm looking off into the distance, but I'm actually just trying to read your stuff. Hyde might get cut. Darwin Thompson would move up in the depth chart. Then that would make sense. So 7th round for Darwin Thompson, 9th round for Tony Pollard. He's a snag. I mean, especially as late as the 9th round, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. So if that's something that you're interested in taking is Tony Pollard, go for it. I mean, if you guys don't know who this is like supposed to be the Zeke 2.0 if Ezekiel Elliott does not sign, if he doesn't accept the contract, if the Cowboys don't, come back with a new one. So he is going to be pretty much a beast for the Cowboys offense if nothing happens with Zeke. So I think in the 9th round, you're still okay if you want to make a grab for him. If not, I get that too. So Nicholas joins. Awesome. You guys keep asking me questions. I really don't have that much. It's preseason week 4, so whatever. The Robin to Zeke's Batman. Pretty much that is true. I am Hyperion. How are you doing, my dear? Yeah, you could run behind. My dog could. In fact, I was hoping he would join us. I actually left the office door open this time because he likes to come in and hang out. His name is Jack. He's a little baby Pomeranian. I was hoping he'd come and hang out with us. Pollard or Breida with McKinnon injured. Personally, I kind of like Matt Breida, but that's kind of 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other. Let's see where Breida's going. That's a good question, though. Let's find him just so we can compare some apples. Breida's going around one round earlier than Tony Pollard is, but season long, I think you're going to have a better bet with Matt Breida, in my opinion, over Tony Pollard. So if Zeke doesn't sign, you're going to have a stud for week 1, and you might have some guessing games with Breida, but I think season long Breida is going to be your better bet, in my opinion. What? Oh, Melvin Gordon in redraft. I'm not even touching him, but if he falls to like the 4th, sure. But me personally, no. I don't like it. I don't like Melvin Gordon. I don't like the Chargers. I'm not saying I don't like the Chargers. The Chargers just don't care about him at all. They're like, whatever. They're really not making any moves to, do anything with him. He's going to end the holdout and play week 1. If you believe it, that's awesome. Then go for it. What do you think of TJ Hawkinson? I do like TJ Hawkinson as well. 2 big things going against him. Detroit Lions and rookie. Those are the 2 biggest things that suck for TJ Hawkinson right now. But Matt Stafford should have a bounce back here this year. Last year was like one of his worst years ever, so it's very possible he could get involved. Obviously, with Golden Tate being gone, you still have Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones Jr. You still have Danny Amendola there too, which kind of plays that tight end slot-ish sort of position. I know, Detroit Lions. It's my husband's team. I love him so much. The Lions, it's kind of hard to survive there. Oh, yes. TJ Hawkinson in Dynasty, excellent pickup. Carr in a super flex, sure. Yeah. How big's your league? If it's 12 people, then yeah, by all means in a super flex. You can get him for dirt cheap. That's what's so awesome about him. And then you can stream him, you can drop him, you can pick him back up later. Yeah, he's going to have some weapons around him, biggest being Antonio Brown. He also has deep threat Tyrell Williams. Wow, I can talk today. Like I said, Vegas has still got my brain all kerfuffled. So I feel for your husband, football purgatory. It really is. Everyone goes there to die. You know nothing about fantasy because you like the Chargers. You don't want to. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. That stinks. My team divorced me, so Where do you value Antonio Brown? I still think he's going to be an excellent wide receiver. I think he's going to bust where people have previously thought he's going to go in average draft position, which is in the 1st round. If he falls to the 2nd, God forbid the 3rd, snatch him up. He's going to be good. He's Antonio Brown. He may not be the Antonio Brown that we know and love and we expect from the Steelers, but he's still going to be productive. He's going to cry and whine and bitch and moan if he's not. So squeaky wheel, grease, Antonio Brown. So you should be just fine. So what's the worst pick that I've seen in fantasy drafts go so far? Honestly, I haven't seen all that crappy stuff. Some people have picked up Rob Gronkowski in their last pick. I wouldn't say that's crappy. Just kind of like, really? I mean, he did come out with this press conference being like, I need the fire and the passion in my soul to play. Like, okay, go be a reverend somewhere. Like, yeah, I don't know. So, sure. Pick up Rob Gronkowski if you want, but I really haven't seen anything too horrible. Doug Martin's gone, Krampus, as the footballers like to call him. He's like 200 pounds now. Yeah, he's also like representing like a CBD company, which is pretty funny. Oh, Doug Baldwin. That's not good. Don't draft Doug Baldwin. No bueno. And let's see. the other Doug Martin, he's gone. I think I just said that. Lamar Miller, guys, if you've been living under a rock, Lamar Miller's hurt. So that means Duke Johnson is going to be awesome. I was actually in Vegas with Adam Rank when that news broke. And if you guys don't know this, Adam Rank really is high on Duke Johnson this year. Excuse me. Especially with Deshaun Watson, who's never had an extremely talented pass-catching running back at his side, like ever. So this should be pretty interesting for Duke Johnson. And let's see where he's going in ADP. This is in half PPR again. So Duke Johnson is around the beginning of the 6th round. I think that's a steal. He's going to be pretty good. Who steps up behind Duke? That's a good question. That's a really good question. No one? Deshaun Watson? I mean, I'm not quite sure. So let's take a look at who we're dealing with here. So yeah, Vegas was fun, but it destroyed my life. I think my soul, is still back in Vegas. I need to go claim it. So is my liver. I think I left my liver there too. But, that's okay. It happens. We had fun, though. My husband and I had a blast. Let's see. What are we dealing with here? So this name I've been seeing fly off the waiver wires. It's Demaria Crockett. I like him. I like him a lot. Crockett, we've got Tawan Jones. We've got Josh Ferguson, Buddy Howell. Hold on. I'm pretty sure this is the Demaria Crockett that I know. And if it is, then I really like him because I know how incredibly talented he really is. Yes, it is. So this guy Crockett is out of University of Missouri. That is my alma mater. I watched him play in college. He is incredibly explosive. I love him. So sneaky pickup, sneaky sleeper here is going to be Crockett. I like him a lot. Hi. How you guys doing? I just got a hi in there, so I thought I would say hello. I can't tell who that is, though. Sorry. It's really small. I'm going to try to figure out how to do this setup where I can actually read your comments. And it's not like, what? I can't read what you're saying. And it just gets annoying. And, sorry about that. But so, obviously, Lamar Miller's hurt. Duke Johnson steps up. That's great. And then Andrew Luck, guys. That sucks. It sucks for fantasy football. It sucks for real football. Tawan Jones, I understand. Barf. Look at Demaria Crockett. I mean, just go for Duke Johnson. If you miss him, pick up this guy. There's other running backs out there. Other pass-catching running backs you can go for. But it stinks for real football. It sucks for fantasy that Andrew Luck is gone. Hi from Georgia. I'm in Florida. Well, I'm in the direct path of Dorian, which is so awesome. Category 3 hurricane on its way to me. Fantastic. Chargers going to smash the Colts week 1. I hope so. I hope so. But you guys, I know, it shocked everybody. It's insane. I'm not as worried about Jacoby Brissett as everyone seems to be. Yes, every single one of the Colts players has taken a nosedive in fantasy. That is to be expected. But Jacoby Brissett is not some kind of green around the gills, never heard of him, no-name guy. He has some experience, okay? He has thrown touchdown passes. Yeah, I think, what year was he? I think it was with the Patriots when he threw 7 interceptions, but he had 13 touchdowns. I think he had over 1,000 yards passing, too. It was crazy. He's not terrible. So I still like guys like T.Y. Hilton. Is he as good as when he had Andrew Luck? No. But that still doesn't mean that he's worthless. So I'm not saying go out and target him super high or spend a lot of money on guys like T.Y. Hilton. But don't freak out if you have him. Hang on to him. See what he's going to do. See what this Colts offense is going to do. They are really rallying behind Jacoby Brissett. I mean, hardcore. And they really want everyone to know that the Colts are going to be just fine. So whether or not that plays out, we'll see. I hope it does. That'd be awesome. So what I'm the most concerned with are guys like Eric Ebron and Jack Doyle. That really worries me because there's so much hype and was so much hype around Eric Ebron last year being the touchdown machine that he was. But, then there's Jack Doyle too. So which one do you go with? Do you trust Jacoby Brissett? So I am staying away from the tight end situation with the Colts. I'm still not bothered by T.Y. Hilton. And if you guys have drafts this weekend, hype it up. Hype up the fact that Andrew Luck is retired and Jacoby Brissett sucks. Then you'll be able to see T.Y. Hilton fall a little bit. And if he gets low enough past his ADP, and you already have some stud wide receivers, why not take a shot on him? Why not? Excuse me. Like I said, guys, I'm literally still recovering from last weekend. It's horrific. In a good way. But Marlon Mack. I don't worry about Marlon Mack. Do worry a little bit about Nyheim Hines. Do I follow high school football too? No, I sure don't. I don't have enough brain power for that. Is Kyler Murray the best QB in the league? No. We don't know. I mean, do you know? I haven't seen Kyler Murray play in the NFL. Preseason, sure. One of those weeks he didn't look very good. But does he have the opportunity to be one of the best in the league? Sure. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Patrick Mahomes, sort of. He could be one of those guys. We just don't know. So I'm not going to sit here and make a prediction on something that I have no friggin' clue at all about. Is he good? Is he talented? Yes, he's a first-round draft pick. But he's on a garbage offense. Sorry, Arizona. I love that state. I love the Cardinals, but it's pretty bad. Hi, how you doing? Another hi. I love saying hi to people. It's nice. The Fantasy Father, how you doing? Welcome in. We're just talking about the Colts offense, Andrew Luck, all that stuff. So this is where we are, guys. Our last preseason week. Thank God real football is on its way. It's so close. And guys, this is the last preseason Wednesday windup. I forgot to introduce myself. See how verklempt I am and how my brain is like a pile of mush. Okay? So, hi everybody. If you don't know who I am, my name is Lauren. I am a writer for the Fantasy Footballers. I don't have a team, dear. My team divorced me and went to LA. I'm from St. Louis, so no. So anyway, you can find me on all social media platforms as Stepmom Lauren. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and finally, guys, I have my own custom URL for YouTube. Yes. So you can find me on YouTube at Stepmom Lauren. It's youtube.com/c/Stepmom Lauren. So this is super exciting right now. It's very awesome. Thank you, I am Hyperion. Give me a follow. I really appreciate it. And in fact, I think I'm going to be on with your podcast tomorrow. I do believe. Fantasy Pilots. Tomorrow night. Looking forward to it. I'm also going to be on another podcast tonight as well, the Sports Outliers. You can find them. My buddy Mark Drumheller runs that. Find them on their, podcast also. And plus, I put it on my website, guys. That's way easier. StepmomLauren.com. Come find me. Follow my stuff. It's all fantasy football. That's what I do. But I'm a writer for the Fantasy Footballers. I'm here to help you guys out. Regular season starts and sits, giving you guys some information, maybe complaining a little bit about fantasy football because who doesn't? So yeah, I think it's tomorrow night, and you're supposed to be on it too, William. Just so you know, I think. So you think Henderson is a handcuff? Sorry, that disappeared real quick. I like Darrell Henderson as a handcuff, but he also does have standalone value for me. Very much like an Austin Eckler situation. He's incredibly explosive. He did awesome in college. I think he had almost 2,000 yards, I think 22 touchdowns, something ridiculous. He's a stud, and I really think Sean McVay is going to utilize him creatively in that offense. Worst case scenario, they need to rest Todd Gurley because he has knee swelling, and comes Darrell Henderson. Do I support Port Vale? I have no idea what you guys are talking about, so you have your own conversation there. The Giants this year, you feel it. You might want to go check a doctor if you're feeling the Giants. If it's in your abdominal region, it might be an ulcer or an appendicitis. The Giants aren't going to do anything this year except lose a lot. I'm kidding. They may test out a new quarterback, which would be kind of cool. Eli sucks. I mean, mediocre is being super nice. I mean, if he can throw past 18 yards, then maybe I'd give him mediocre, but I think his shoulder is like a noodle. I don't even know. But I would really like to see Daniel Jones make a splash in the NFL this year. That would be super fun. Phillip Rivers is still old man Rivers. You can't get around that. Phillip Rivers is awesome. Way better. Okay, so this guy says he's way better than Eli, even with 2 Super Bowls. Eli is borderline, Hall of Famer. Eli was really good. He's not anymore. Is it too early to call Daniel Jones the GOAT? Maybe a hair. Maybe one of these fine little hairs that I have on my head. Just a little bit early. But you know what we can say? He was the GOAT of preseason, though. What a way to make an entrance into this league. Any Brits in the NFL this year? I don't know. Are there? I have a lot of British friends. Half my family is British. None of them really watch the NFL, though. They think it's stupid. So they have real football, which is soccer. Only if you mean an actual GOAT. Well, I mean, preseason, I'm telling you, man, Daniel Jones was kind of fun to watch preseason. Only to, see the angst on Giants fans' face. Sorry, Dina. One of my good friends that I finally got to meet in person in Vegas this well, Dina Clifford. I love her very much. She is a Giants fan, and I apologized for her. You picked up Gronk yesterday. Something about LaShawn McCoy. Ask me again. I missed that. And David Montgomery is going to be huge. I agree. David Montgomery is going to be pretty clutch for that offense For those of you who do not know, he is filling in that Jordan Howard role now that Jordan Howard is with the Eagles. So I do like David Montgomery, plus he's very talented. He's also excellent at catching the ball, which is going to eat in a little bit to Tariq Cohen, which sucks because I have Tariq Cohen on a couple leagues. Yeah, you play I play rugby and cricket. I get it, and you know, regular real soccer, as you say. I'm actually going to be on an English podcast. I think 5 Yard Rush, I believe it's called. It's an English-based podcast about the NFL. I think I'm going to be on that either next week or the following week. So if you follow them, I will be on there as a guest. You should. 5 Yard Rush. They're all English guys, super nice guys. Peter Howard is another gentleman from England who lives in Kentucky, who also does fantasy football. It's very fun. 5 Yard Rush, the homies. Yeah, sure. I don't know if that's like an inside joke between you guys because you know them, or if that's like a fun fantasy name, but that would actually be kind of a fun fantasy name now I think about it. Football is the greatest sport in the world. It needs to go international. I think it's okay here in the States for now. I don't think England cares much. We're trying to. We're trying to get into Mexico. We're trying to get it in the UK. We'll see if it works. You don't want to get out of bed and go to work. I feel you. That's why I started my own business, so I can just work from bed. It's great. So much better than actually, like, putting myself together. Now I just roll out of bed and just come in here to my office. Or that's on a good day. I usually work from my couch while I watch TV. It's great. Tight end premium, Mark Andrews, Christian Kirk, and Brandon Cooks and Tony Pollard. Hey! I like Andrews and Kirk. Yes, I like Andrews and Kirk. Oh, but that's a hard one. DM me that question so that I can think about it a little bit more, because I love Mark Andrews as a sleeper. I think he's going to break out this year, and I also love Christian Kirk. Really hard to say no to Brandon Cooks, though. That's a tough one. But DM me on Twitter so I can look into that a little bit more. Maybe ask some experts. Did Trump build a wall? I don't know. I don't think so. No, not that I know of. But I'm worrying about a hurricane that's headed like right towards my house on Sunday. So I don't know about the wall. Why are they taking the football to London? Money. They want money. Anything that has to do with the NFL comes money. That's all that is. So, hi from Moldova. Wow, hi. Welcome to Florida. It's gloomy and hurricane-y-ish. So if anyone's asking, I know you guys follow me on Twitter, so some of you do. If you don't, follow me, at Stepmom Lauren. Come follow me. We have a hurricane headed towards us. If Kenny Drake gets where do you rank Balaj? Balaj will go up in my book if Kenyon Drake gets traded, but let's cross that bridge when we come to it. These are rumors right now. We're not really quite sure what's going on with that. Keep it in the back of your mind and keep an eye on it. You hate Florida. I'm sorry. I hate Florida in the summertime too. It's disgusting. So it says, guys, Stepmom Lauren will be doing fantasy questions while having a hurricane party. Yeah, I am, Rum Boys. You know it. You know it. So I may or may not be able to do Fireside Friday, which I was supposed to do in Vegas. This whole Fireside Friday thing is depressing. So if I don't get to your questions, hang on a second. I will answer them in just a minute. So I was supposed to go live in Vegas with Adam Rank. I asked you guys to tweet him. He was all about it. I barely lived Saturday morning when I got out of bed at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, dying. I'm like, I'm having organ failure. Half my face won't move. I was so hungover. It was so bad. So we finally meet up with Adam Rank, and he's a really cool guy. So we finally meet up with Adam Rank, the rest of our league. He's also drafting at another place. We start chit-chatting. He's talking to my husband. And he's like, oh, wait a minute. Are we supposed to go live on Twitter? I'm like, do you see my face? I am green. I barely have enough makeup on to look like a human, let alone go live. Plus, I couldn't even form sentences. I tried very hard to, like, string words together. I am still struggling with that. I thought I was, like, a professional drinker. And normally I am. But there was something about Vegas that humbled me significantly. So no, we didn't go live like I said we were going to, but hopefully this week, if not this week, next week, he is going to join me as a guest. He's already promised, so I'm going to hold him to his word. So he will be joining us as a guest. Unfortunately, not in person, but you guys wouldn't have wanted to see that. You'd be like, oh, is that what Stepmom Lauren really looks like? The inside of her soul is ugly, because that's what I felt like. Literally, I would smile, and like this side of my lip, like wouldn't go down. I was like, nah. It was bad. It was awful. It was really bad. Okay, enough about me getting drunk in Vegas. Everyone gets drunk in Vegas. I'm not any different than anybody else. Hey, Samuel, how you doing? Welcome to my video. So that was it. But yeah, I promise we're going to get Adam Rank on here to answer your questions. I promise. It will happen. No offense, Americans speak, LOL, and they rule. That's why they rule. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I am a no holds barred kind of person. What you see is what you get. I am the least fake person ever. Sometimes I say the dumbest shit and I wish I didn't say it, but you know what? Hey, my husband loves me. My dogs love me. My mom still loves me. Whatever. I don't care. Quit tuning in. Keep at it. Thank you. I appreciate it, Samuel. I love your support, and I'm really glad that you reached your followers count. Let's get you to like 1,500 next. That would be super awesome, and I'm there for you. I will retweet all your stuff. Cool guy. Everybody follow him, Samuel_DFF. Really, really cool dude. Is that a small TV screen underneath your flat screen TV? No, it's my fireplace. It is a fake fireplace. It is an electric fireplace. This right here is my fake fish tank with little mechanical fish in it. Their names are Chris Herndon, Hunter Henry, and David Njoku. I have 3 little fish in there. They're my tight end fish. Normally this TV screen up here will have slides on it. I was way too lazy today to make slides. Like I said, I'm still recovering. That didn't happen. And very gross. Awesome. Okay, so you are over here at 1150. That's great, dude. Let's keep it going. Hunter Henry, I love him too. Excellent tight end this year. Muy bueno. I like it. He's your daddy. Oh, that's sweet. I don't know whether or not to be like kind of confused or like maybe insulted for some odd reason. But if he's your daddy, make sure you have a, like one of those 23andMe tests done. You never know what nationality you could be. You know what I mean? Who knows? Hunter Henry could be a Neanderthal like me. I am a Neanderthal, guys. It has been tested. It's been proven. I'm a cave woman. It's awesome. Rivers is also your daddy. Oh, that's sweet. I'm a proponent of that. I am a proponent of that. Send me wedding photos. I love that shit. And Stepmom Lauren will be with September 4th. Yeah. What am I doing September 4th? Besides drafting and probably drinking again. That's usually what I do. And I play cornhole and stuff. So do you guys have any other questions for me? So, and you're a guy. Well, that's awesome. I'm not a guy. I'm a chick. So, gosh, I think I am. After Vegas, I have no idea anymore. Hi, welcome in. So yeah, we've gone over some Andrew Luck news, what to do with T.Y. Hilton, keep him, what to do with Marlon Mack, keep him, what to do with Ebron and Jack Doyle, keep him for now. Keep your eyes open though. You never know what can happen with those tight end positions, but Jacoby Brissett may need to rely on them to make some plays and move the chains. So I like that a lot too. So who's the Wookiee of the Week? That is a really good question. So I think the winner of the Wookiee of the Week last year, oh my God, it feels like it was last year. Let me tell you. I think it was Aaron Rodgers. Somebody actually tweeted me. I think it was Jan Mania. I think it was you that tweeted me the picture of Aaron Rodgers with his fabulous mustache and his headphones on, and he's walking like he owns the airport or wherever the hell he was at. He is our Wookiee of the Week winner last week. So preseason this week coming up is, what day is it today? Wednesday. So it's going to be tomorrow. All 16 games are on tomorrow. Yes, it was Jan Mania. Awesome. You win. So preseason is next week. We can't have Andrew Luck in there anymore either, which sucks. God, there's so many reasons why Andrew Luck leaving the NFL sucks life. Is my seat leather? No, it sure isn't. No, I think it's like a 45-year-old office chair that I reupholstered with curtains and staples. That's how I roll. But okay, so we need to find a new Wookiee of the Week. I misspelled Wookiee because I'm an idiot. That's what I do. Should you be worried if your only tight ends in your dynasty league are Andrews, Ian Thomas, and Herb Smith? Absolutely not. Ian Thomas, good stash. Mark Andrews, he should break out this year. My thoughts on Josh Rosen. Hold on, let me wipe the vomit that just came up out of my mouth. I'm kidding. So Josh Rosen, I'm not high on him. I'm not a big fan of it. Because it's going to be a similar situation, I think, with Jameis Winston in Tampa Bay. So Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to have his chance to come in there and be like, look at me, I'm Fitzmagic, look at my beautiful beard. And then Josh Rosen will be like, hey, what about me? I want to play too. So it's too much drama for me. I don't like it for real football. I don't like it for fantasy football, so I stay away from that. Do I draft Dolphins players this year? Yes, Kenyon Drake. And if he gets traded, that's even better for him. So I do like Kenyon Drake. He's the only Dolphin, though, that I'm looking at. Everyone else, no. Just stay away from the Dolphins, 100%. So was I saying anything important? I can't remember. I don't think I was. But yeah, so who has drafts this weekend too, by the way? I have one more draft this weekend. My thoughts on Derrick Henry. Overhyped is if I were to think of one word that came to mind when I think of Derrick Henry, I'm going to think of overhyped. Do I think that means he's going to bust? No. I think he's going to have some excellent games. He's going to have some explosive games. But I don't think that Dan Lewis is suddenly going to be phased out of that offense. So, nah. If you can get him for cheap, like you can get him for cheap in an auction, or if he starts falling in drafts, maybe because people have already bulked up on their running back position, sure, grab him. Don't reach for him. That's my thing. And also don't rely on him to just give you numbers week in and week out. I think he'll have some really, really, really good games, but he can also have some games that'll disappoint you. Oh, filming the start sit specials. That's correct, Rum Boys. That's what we're going to be doing. So, yes, I was talking about Fireside Friday. Thank you. See, you guys keep me on track. I need somebody to keep me on track. Crap going in and out of this brain's insane. Anywho, so regular season is coming up like soon. Soon. Next Thursday. Am I right? Next Thursday is the first actual football game. So on Wednesday, we're going to be winding up. Didn't see what I did there? Wind up Wednesday. We're going to be winding up to actually start the season. So I am going to be breaking down that Thursday night games because there's 2, right? I'll give you guys who I think you should start. Also remember, week 1 is kind of a crapshoot because this is the first year that feels like in forever. So teams have changed, defenses have changed, offenses have changed, everything's different. So we're going to try to do the best we can week 1. We're going to go from there. I'm going to help you guys out with your starts and sits for that Thursday. Then come Friday, I'm going to go live again. I call it Fireside Friday. And we're going to take a look at your starts and sits, guys, to, obviously put in your flex spots, guys, to do here. Guys, to avoid, too, based on defenses. This is my methodology, in case anyone is curious. I look at defenses. I look where they have their strengths. I look where they have their weaknesses. And I take a look at who should have a good game and who you should probably keep on the bench. Obviously, that's called starts and sits. But again, guys, remember, this is educated guessing. If I had a crystal ball and could see the future, I wouldn't be doing fantasy football. I would be rich and living on my own island in Belize. So, just remember that I can't tell the future, but I can give you the best guess that I can personally give you. Melvin Gordon thoughts, does he report before week 1? And Zeke. I don't think Melvin Gordon, there's part of me that feels like Melvin Gordon is totally going to pussy out on this situation. Like he just does not have the backbone to keep holding out. Because the Chargers don't care. It just does not feel like the Chargers care. Am I wrong in this? Because I feel like they're like, whatever. Austin Eckler, Justin Jackson, woo! I really don't think they give an S about what Melvin Gordon does. And even if he does decide to come back on some lowered, contract or whatever it is that they're going to offer them if they have already, I haven't even kept up with it because I don't care that much anymore. Even if they come back, there's a part of me that really thinks that the Chargers are going to be like, oh, you think you're such hot shit that you want to hold out? Guess what? You're going to sit on the bench. And they're really going to incorporate Eckler and Justin Jackson in any way, whether or not Melvin Gordon is there. Nobody showed Chandler Jones love. He leads the sack in the last 4 years. Well, hey, why not? What did I say that made you W2F LOL? But that's fine. But stepmom Lauren knows her stuff. Thank you. So following her, you're in good hands. I really appreciate it. I did get hired because I do a lot of research and I'm pretty good at it. Hopefully. Another thing I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing is keeping a list of my predictions, if you will. Guys that I'm really high on in the off season, I'm going to be putting it on my website, and guys that I want you to avoid in the off season going into 2019, so that at the end of the year, I'm going to have my hits and misses, on a week-to-week basis, and then I'm going to have my year-long statistics, so we can keep track of that together. And I'm going to need to rely on you guys to call me out or to give me props, you know what I mean? So that I can keep up with it too, because I say so much crap that I even forget what I say sometimes too. So it's going to be based on my articles that I write for the fantasy footballers. I'm going to be writing some stuff for the Fake Pigskin, for fakepigskin.com. I'll also be writing for the Fantasy Whisperers, and I'm all over the place. I'm on podcasts. I've got my own YouTube channel, so this video is going to be going into YouTube. Hi, everybody watching from YouTube. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet, please do so. Hit that little bell. Bing, bing. Share it with your friends. And yeah, do you guys have any other questions, any comments, any observations? Who else is super duper excited about football, ready to be started? And my last draft of my 7 leagues that I'm in is this Monday. So you know what my dumbass did, or our dumbass living here in Florida? We're literally Dorian is going to be a Category 3 hurricane this weekend, hitting us. We are literally the middle of the hurricane is coming across my town. I live on the coast. So that's great. But we're like, oh my gosh, it's supposed to hit Saturday. We should move our draft to Monday, Labor Day. Everyone's off work anyway. Well, then the hurricane was like, oh, you want to move your draft? Guess what? I'm slowing down and becoming a Category 3 hurricane. That's going to hit Monday. So we might be like playing cornhole in the front yard while it's raining and a Category 3 hurricane with no power. But hey, you know what? I don't even care. Miami looks beautiful. If you're in Miami, I'm happy for you. Miami's kind of out of it. They're out of the cone of uncertainty. It just keeps moving north. So we're going to see the effects of it here where I live in Florida. There's going to be wind. There's going to be rain. It's nothing to be like freak out about. It's okay. Unless it's like a Category 4 or 5, like heading straight towards my town. It's okay. Yeah, it's a Florida thing to do. That's what we do. We have hurricane parties. As long as we have gas for the generators, ice that we can keep in multiple coolers, and beer, we're fine. We're fine for days. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about us. We'll be good. So anyway, if you guys don't have any more questions for me, any draft questions, last minute sleeper picks that you guys think you might want to take, any questions on drafts you have coming up? Oh, here's one. Was just offered Mac and A-Rob for Gurley and Henderson, 12-team super flex. No, decline it. Don't do that. I don't like it. I would decline it personally, so don't take that deal. I'm not really the best on trades, but if I don't know something right off the bat, I will defer to people who are really good at it, like the fantasy footballers or Adam Rank. James Coe is another one who's really good at doing that stuff, who is now with Yahoo Fantasy Sports. James Coe and Adam Rank are in my fantasy football league, so I have a direct I can bug them line, but respectfully though, we don't want to just totally annoy them. Yeah, thank you. Don't do that trade. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Again, just to remind everybody who's here, if you didn't hear it before, I'm Lauren. You can find me on social media at Stepmom Lauren. You can find me on YouTube, Stepmom Lauren. I'm going to be on the Sports Outliers podcast with Mark Drumheller tonight. That should be dropping later tonight or tomorrow morning, and then I will be on with the Fantasy Pilots on Thursday night. So I'm picking right back up where I left off in my podcast tour, if you will. You already declined it. Yep, awesome. You did a good job. You have been affirmed. Well done. So yeah, all right, guys, I'm going to head out. Let you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. It's 3:42 here at the moment. I've got to check and see what the latest hurricane update is, because I think it comes out at like 1 and 3 or something like that. Something crazy. But anyway, you guys, I will see you Friday. Hopefully, I won't have to put up hurricane shutters. But if I do have to put up hurricane shutters, I will still try to find a way to do Fireside Friday. Since I missed Fireside Friday on Friday with Adam Rank in Vegas because I was too hungover and my eyeballs were bleeding. You guys are welcome. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Meet me up again here. Same place. Not same time. Same step time. Same step place. Can I take that from Batman? I don't think I can. That doesn't seem like that's right. But you know what? I don't really care. Bye, guys. I'll see you on Friday. Again, I hope I don't have to put up hurricane shutter. That's such a pain in the ass. Anyway, you guys have a good one. And if you're in anywhere near the path of Dorian, just keep your eyes on the news. And hit me up. We can complain about it together. Bye-bye. And this is the awkward part where I have to, reach over. And I'm like, oh, hey, hi. There's my thumb. There's this. There's that. Bye, guys. See you Friday.